What's going on, guys? Greek Freak here, and in this video we're going to be talking about 7'6" Tacko Fall and whether or not he will be successful in the NBA. Now, as far as for many situations, of course, we always do look at big men as far as a very rarity as far as being as good as what they are. Now, of course, they are dying off as far as what we used to know them as, and they have definitely expanded their ranges off into becoming three-point shooters, more athletic, and faster at moving around, being able to try to guard point guards in other smaller positions. So whenever we think about somebody like Tacko Fall, of course, the one advantage whenever we think about big men is the fact that they're usually taller than their opponents. And when you are one of the top % of people in the world, of course, it's going to obviously give you an advantage when it comes to this situation. Now, we've seen plenty of 7'6" people in the NBA that haven't really worked out in before in the past. Now, of course, our most successful indication of that would be Yao Ming, and of course, his multiple all-star range as far as that, and being one of the most elite bigs at that time as well, and of course, entering into the Basketball Hall of Fame. So, is Tacko Fall going to be able to become that? Now, many people, of course, are questioning, of course, with the fact that he did not get drafted. The reasoning behind that is, of course, his lack of skill and very much that mindset. Now, whenever we look at this, we know the fact that somebody like Tacko Fall, you're going to take a chance on somebody like that due to the size of the player, and of course, we know the impact that a player like that can have. Of course, when you're talking about somebody who can, of course, just be able to contest with anybody when it comes to just his pure length and size. And then, of course, an ability to get rebounds and other things such as that. Now, of course, the one downside to anybody 7'6" usually is going to be their athleticism. We don't usually see too many athletic 7'6" people who will be able to run out into a fast break or get back on transition defense. So that's going to be the really main concern as far as that. But whenever we look at this, we know the fact that this is going to be something that's going to take some time. Now, of course, many people are questioning whether or not he'll even be in the NBA for this first little start. He most likely will be in the development league or the G League at this point, due to the fact that he just needs to develop his game into many other things in here. So I look at him mostly like you could look at somebody like Giannis or all these other players that you do see, as far as they have that physical gift as far as an anomaly to everybody else, but from the retrospect of playing, they're not really there entering the league. So definitely, when you look at somebody like Tacko Fall, don't expect an instant impact of him becoming this great player. He's going to definitely need time if he is ever going to become great at basketball in the NBA. So that's definitely one thing to go out here and to see. Now, one thing that we're going to need to see from somebody like Tacko Fall is, of course, most likely an extension of his game. He's going to have the ability to make outside shots or make further away shots. Now, I don't think the fact that he's going to rely on it in many cases, due to the fact when you're somebody that size, you're going to want him to be more in the paint, more or less, whenever you do have him in the game. But from that situation, I think the fact that that's really what this is going to have to depend on is whether or not we see him developing into this type of player. Of course, like I mentioned, we've seen multiple players at his height that just really didn't stand out into that way. But always, of course, I want to know what your guys' opinion are on this. I think the fact that Tacko Fall could be a good player, but it will take years before we ever do see that. But guys, tell me what your guys' thoughts are on that. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that you guys leave a like and subscribe to become part of the Greek Army today. And as always, this is Sparta.